life is fucking difficult. That's what life is all about. We are called to greatness. I am called to greatness. I self-sabotage my fucking self. Actually, everybody does, to some level. But I recognize even the ways that I do it. I have been fucking real suffering, pain, and torture. I've been through so much. I've overcome so much. My brain is able to deal with so much. I am a different breed. Actually, I don't even want to say breed, because I ain't a fucking domesticated animal. I'm a wise, intelligent being. Breed signifies a dog bred for some kind of purpose, getting a fucking bone or something. So I don't like to think of myself that way. I like to be authentically me and myself. And it takes honor, commitment, responsibility to do such things. And life is difficult. You have to be realistic about what life is. Life is difficult. You have to try with all your might, all your power. Don't give any excuses. Always. It's good if people insult you, because then they're helping you point out your blind spots. And they're also helping you not give a fuck about their opinion. So it's really actually a brilliant thing when people insult. I say I seek it out sometimes because people don't tell me the truth enough, because in day-to-day life, when you come across most average people, they have a tendency to lie about the simplest things. And I simply don't have time for that. I simply don't have time for that. I deserve glory. I deserve greatness. I deserve these things. I deserve these things with courage and bravery, true bravery. That word has been bastardized. I don't even like to I never even wanted to be a part of social media. I never wanted to give a fuck about people's little fucking bullshit things in their little world. It's their little world, their little politics, their little pronouns they create, or whatever the fuck they do. Whatever they do. People get in their little echo chambers. I never wanted to care about any of that. It's so mundane and petty. Just like I never wanted to care about social media either. But in life, you have to fucking really apply yourself, and you don't ever give excuses, because you're only fucking cheating yourself anytime you do that. You don't want to limit yourself. People are fucking conditioned. It's pathetic, honestly, it's pathetic. It's really pathetic how people are conditioned to such a level, which everybody knows people are conditioned to have no assertiveness, to be fucking meek and weak, have people walk all over them. And it's gone to the point where it's become mainstream and popular to even allow that to happen to you. It does not compute in my fucking brain, as hard as I try, but you know, I don't really try to understand that. People just don't know. They just don't know any better, and that's their prerogative. The only reason this concerns me is because I've never wanted to lower my intelligence, basically, to interact with such people. Because that's the easy thing to do, right? That's the easy thing to do, especially if you had lots of money and lots of prestige, say a Rothschild. But I've even seen a Rothschild. But I don't give a fuck. didn't make this video to comment on other people's fucking reasons for why they do things. I'm going to talk about why I do things. Now, for somebody who is, everyone wants to think they're special, but none of them are anything like me. And they're all very much like themselves. And that's a fact, because I've dealt with people, so I know. You know, it's not like I'm some hermit crab or something. You know, living isolated from the world. That's bullshit. I interact with people on a day-to-day basis, and I interact with all sorts of people. And we in this world, let's say we in the general sense of everybody in the human fucking species, we're called to basically raise the true custodianship of the world, true mastery of the world, in a way that doesn't destroy the world but gives back to the world, in a way that doesn't destroy all the plants and kill all the animals, but creates more and more sophisticated life forms and terraforms and such things, which increases the level of fucking oxygen and gases on the fucking planet. And oxygen is good because we like to breathe, and that increases the brain. Anyone who's anti-oxygen is foolish. This stuff matters. We're called for this purpose. That's what there's a certain point where, you know, in the lower classes are fucking enslaved with their animal. There's nothing you must have bite in this world. Don't get me wrong. You must have bite. You must have the ability for ferocity. You must have that as an asset. But that doesn't mean you go around using it wantonly and squandering it in unnecessary circumstances. Okay? You put yourself in a bubble, everybody does. Break out of that bubble, expand. People were conditioned, is my point. They're conditioned to take orders. That's really pathetic. That's necessary on some level. That's necessary on some level. Tell the people to believe certain things that keep order, because that's what it's about, keeping order at some level. Now, why would you keep order? Well, in order to help people in the fucking first place, first, you need to maintain order. It's that simple. So these things are done out of order, out of keeping order, but people think that they're the whole prerogative of existence. And that to me is a joke and pathetic, because it's not the whole. People have the wrong attitude. People have the wrong attitude. And other people fall victim to their own vices. People get in this weird little religious debate of mainstream religion. Things have become so muddied, well, people say, well, I don't believe that because I don't believe in Christianity, or blah, blah, blah. It's not about Christianity. It's about the fundamentals being discussed in this religion, which has also started out in some level as a form of social control, but things are multifaceted. Now it's fucking raining, because I fucking make it rain! I fucking make it rain when I talk, and that's why it's fucking raining. So, things are fucking multifaceted. Social control is necessary. Helping people. Once you can control people so they don't destroy everything, because man left to his own devices will fucking burn the world down. And no, that is not a noble fucking thing. Although some people do honestly believe that. And that's because they get themselves in this little fucking mind virus of, oh, that's really, even, it doesn't matter if somebody calls themselves an atheist, they're still reacting to a religious narrative, which basically makes them religious, in the same way that someone who calls himself a fucking Satanist is religious, because they're reacting to the mainstream Christian narrative. So the whole thing's a joke, literally. The whole point is, there are virtues and there are vices. And if you don't believe that, then there's nothing, and I mean nothing, that can redeem somebody like that. And that's the problem we get in this. It all started with a debate over Christianity and mainstream religion. Yes, they've been used as fucking social tools. No fucking shit. When did you come to that realization? You think you're a fucking genius with that? Like no one's ever suggested that before? It comes to, unless you can come up with a better fucking virtue, let me fucking know about it. There are some good virtues, and we are called to be virtuous. I am called to be virtuous. That is the road to being a free fucking individual. What don't you understand? And they like their bonds, they like their slavery. And that's why they don't think outside of their little box. The world is not made of fucking marshmallows. The world is not made of fucking marshmallows. The world is often paved with blood, sweat, and fucking tears and suffering. And if you can muster a smile during that time, then you got it fucking made. Because that's all it takes in this world. If you have the balls and the brain to do it. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of youth people, the whole urban culture, hip hop, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. You think being a man is about being a destructive fucking animal? That's not the point of being a human being. That's a fear-based mentality. Fear. If you let fear control you, then you're living a life of vice. And a life of vice is no life at all, literally. You'd barely be alive if you're living a life of vice. There wouldn't be enough oxygen to the brain, enough blood flow to the extremities in the abdomen. You're supposed to be virtuous every fucking day. Go up, shake someone's fucking hand if you've never done such a thing. For some people, that's asking quite a lot, which is pathetic because they're all raised on computers. Anyway, I never wanted to give a fuck about social media. I never wanted to give a fuck about your joke of politics that I really feel no kinship towards. I guess I would call it the people's politics. That's what it is. None of that has any effect on me. None of that has any effect on me. I don't exist in that paradigm of reality. I exist as an observer, a pissed off observer sometimes of that reality. I never wanted to meet the dregs of society. You think I really wanted to be around such fucking people? Just like the upper crust of society doesn't want to be around the fucking average fucking person. And I don't want to be around them either. And that doesn't mean that I want to be invited into an exclusive club of fucking people. I just want freedom. Because no other life is worthy. No other life worth living is worth living if it isn't a free life. What is freedom? The ability to make profound change in the world in a positive sense and go from A to B to A, point A to point B, blah, blah, blah. At any time, at any moment's notice.